This is quite the setup here. Everyone has a different. This one's it's actually kind of neat. Ken saying hi. Yeah, he's waiting to get on Tron. He gave me a choice between Tron and Ghostbusters, and I said Tron. You can't not do Tron. He doesn't have the chat up, which is interesting. So I'm gonna get it myself. There we go. So now we get to see the scores. So we're on ball 2. Whoever player 1 is, they already have their light cycle lit. Okay. So yeah, you want a short plunge here, because if it gets in the scoop, you got an easy multi-ball to start off the bat. Which is always fun. So it went through the lane there, in the rollover. The one interesting thing about this game is that if it does miss the scoop and it hits the rollover, you can opt to just shoot the Tron targets instead. And it'll actually spot you one of the 3. Either it's the Super Pops or I think one of them's double scoring, and I'm not sure about the third. I played this when I first walked in here. The dead bounce is actually it's generous, except for the fact that if it gets just the right bounce off that left flipper, it'll hop over the right sling and potentially into the out lane, which is not fun. I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking they'll probably do a side tournament on the Friday before. Yeah. I could be wrong. They usually do because I like to see, kind of test everything out. Yeah. Then to see how many people they have and everything, and if people show up or not. So if I'm seeing this correctly, she has the left ramp, the right orbit, and the spinner shot done for light cycle. So if she gets the left orbit, the side ramp, or the gem shot, she'll get light cycle lit. Because for your first light cycle, you need 4 of the shots. The right orbit's one of the harder ones, so that's all right. She'll have next ball to do it. Yeah, I was checking it out. I got it in here. It's actually really interesting how Ken does this, because when he streams, he's streaming to multiple platforms at once, so it shows you how he's doing it all, and it's kind of interesting. Actually looks really good on stream, not even gonna lie. Let's see. I'm gonna pull up the groups, pull up the games, see what we got. My phone's gonna die so fast doing this, but oh well. Alright. So yeah, anyway, so Sandra is player 1 in this group. So let's see. She is. Oh, she's playing Cora now. Okay, so she must have stacked the both, because you can tell that she has her main light cycle shots lit. This is actually good. She got her add a ball. I think the disc targets are down, which means she's already done 2 add a balls already, so she has no more to get. But it's actually a really good multi-ball. The other thing too about this game is everything is lucrative and everything can be stacked. So if she really wants to, I believe, just because I'm actually not entirely sure if she has both the multi-balls going right now. If she doesn't, you can still get all the light cycle shots during your multi-ball and start it again in the scoop. So her core is done, and she played it very well. She had both the add balls. You can't entirely ask for more than that. It seems like she's going for disc, which is a fair move because you can tell it's flashing right now. So she only has either 1 or just a few more shots left on it. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think she should worry too much. So for this group, their 4 games are Black Knight after this, and then Creature from the Black Lagoon, and then Spirit of 76, which is actually a very, like a pretty wide range of games, I'm not gonna lie. Because I've seen other groups that have them 4 pretty interesting, but more like common games. Alright. See what William can do. Left ramp. There you go, right orbit. Boom. Backhand the left one. You don't see that all the time. One more to light extra ball. If you get an extra ball, it's 3 million points, so it's actually a very good idea. He has double scoring as well. It's one more combo, I think. I'm actually not sure what the rule set is for extra balls, just because I don't typically go for them. But you know, it's kind of sad because you can. They're good in a tournament setting. You just don't utilize it enough. Right, so that leaves Sandra in the lead still with 17 million. How many clues running with this? I'm more than certain Eric's gonna probably just go for the generic light cycle start. So he needs a side ramp, or he's side, basically the gem shot, so the one that's kind of more towards the top of the playfield. Or he can opt for the right orbit. It's not always the easiest shot, so some people kind of avoid it. Like, I'm not sure if he was going for it there or going for the scoop. I mean, I wouldn't really blame him if he's going for the scoop. But at the same time, it's if you're going to do that, I think a feed, when you dead bounce it, is better than trying to hold that flipper up. And I think he just learned that. So there you go. if I was him, okay, he actually went for the red orbit in there. It's kind of surprising. Left ramp, so he wants to probably maybe try to go for. Okay, it's all good. It's got clue, so 3 more of those. I mean, there's so much you can do in this game too. It's one of those games where it's like there's always something you can do to get points. One of them being the end of line jackpot, which is just so good to do. There's another core shot. Okay, double scoring is running, so this is really good because if he can start light cycle, he can get double scoring with it, and boom. Okay, that's he'll take it. You can tell he's like, all right. So he's climbed above William now. Eric, I'm going to assume he's probably going to try to go for core while he's in light cycle, basically meaning getting it started. Because the thing about light cycle and core is that if you're in light cycle multi-ball, you don't have any options for an out of ball. The only out of ball options you have are to start Cora and then to shoot the center disc targets that get an out of ball in that multi-ball too. But he didn't ever get a chance to do that. Now it's Jean. She's also got her light cycle lit. So she just needs a scoop. Oh, wow. She hit the upper flipper into the disc. You see that sometimes, but it has to be at an interesting angle. And she trains. Okay, I think she'll pull. Yeah, she will pull above Sandra. I mean, William. So it's going to be Sandra, Eric, Jane, and then William. So that's your 4 in that game. I don't know who typically moves the rig. But yeah, they're going to be jumping. In fact, I don't know if he will move the rig or if he'll just keep it on the same game the whole time. I'm not sure what his plan is. I'm going to assume he's going to move it because Tron isn't on any other group at the moment. Yeah. I don't see it, so it's just for that one group. Ken is currently playing on Revenge from Mars, so he's a little busy. I'll go ahead and ask good old Ken Kemp what his prerogative is on this. So, it seems like, you know what, I'm going to do something. There we go. Alright, so it seems like good old Ken Kemp's going to have his son Austin here. Good old Austin. Love Austin. He's got to come and flip a hat on. He's going to go ahead and move it to Lord of the Rings, which is just next door. It's a different group, but that gives us some variety. So let's see what we got here for their group. So this is, I'm going to guess, their second game? Yes. So this is Bank 8. They started on Diner. So it's Rebecca, Austin Kemp, Benito, and then Phil. Okay. So player 1 is Austin. He's up right now. This game is a little harder to commentate. There's a lot going on, and reading the playfield is a bit harder to do. I've played this game a lot. It's hard to just understand sometimes what people are doing. So he's going for the main multi-ball right now, which I guess he already apparently got. In this game, lighting the locks individually was through the rollovers. So he apparently got all that he needed already for a multi-ball. And this game typically isn't really put into tournaments, mainly because if it is, it's set extremely hard. If it's not, it can play forever. This one I know it isn't, so I mean, it can play a while. Just depends. So yeah, he's playing the 2 towers. He's got 2 balls already. Okay, actually no, he did have 3, but now he has 2. Forget that the that captive. No, it's not really. It's really just that saucer, that scoop over there. It's not a scoop, but it's like a saucer that holds it. And now he's got options. He's currently just finishing off the attack of Shield, or Shelled. I don't know if that's how that's pronounced, but you know. Pretty decent score in this game, tournament-wise. I don't know. I think I'd usually shoot for 35, 40. I mean, if you know, as a base holder, I mean, sometimes you will need more. So he's already got another ball lock for 2 towers. Ooh, bash ball rock. My favorite. That mech is crazy. Oh. Oh, wow. That was gorgeous. I don't know if it catches that. I don't know how fast the replay has to be. Because I wanted to catch it, but here, maybe this one will get it. Or it can kill itself. That works too. Okay. Well, replay just died on me, so. Oh well. I tried. Nice to see you hanging around the DFW area. Yeah, I'm still hanging out. I'm not sure where he has. I mean, I actually see where he has the stream now, but I don't know where it's easier to read the messages. Because I love reading the chat, but I can't see where it's easy to read it. So, I don't know. Anyhow, I mean, I can try to read it. Yeah, no, I'm still hanging around the DFW area. It's kind of fun. I've never been to Ken's place, so decided to show up. And, you know, props to him for setting this up. I don't know how long of a project this has been in his house, or how long he's been collecting them. I know it's been a long time, but I love the layout of it. It's got a lot of beautiful machines here. They're actually all in just gorgeous condition. I've had a very interesting week, I won't lie. I've been everywhere in DFW. Been through Fort Worth, been through Dallas, been through, you know, Denton, Stevensville. I can't even think of all the towns, there's so many. Richardson was where my hotel was like a week ago. Like, it's just kind of funny. So I didn't even, I kind of just fell asleep on watching him, but he actually jumped into 2 towers. So in this multi-ball alone, he's played 2 of the 2 towers multi-ball, which is actually kind of impressive because I mean it's a very lucrative kind of multi-ball. You just need to get all the rollovers, all the in lanes. So he must have just shot ramps or shot certain shots that feed back to your in lanes. And I don't know if you saw there, but he got an extra ball. Extra balls are evidently disabled on here, so instead of giving it to him, it gave him 1.25 million, which in the grand scheme of things can be chump change, but I mean, depends how many extra balls you have. If you have it doubled, it can add up. People don't tend to think about that all the time. I actually do quite more often than some people. Like when I'm playing Godzilla and it's disabled, I'm actually kind of sometimes rooting for extra ball. I mean, 50 million padding is good, especially if you have it doubled. And on that game, you could have it doubled quite easily. So Austin actually has a pretty good score now. I would say 45 million is more comfortable. It's like I said, that's a score I would actually root for. So at this point, he's kind of relaxing. He's already played 2 of the 2 towers multi-ball, so I'm guessing he's going to try to shoot the left orbit here. That's probably his idea. He got another ball lock lit. Boom. There you go. Forget the name of this, but this is another multi-ball. Fellowship of the Ring. Okay, yeah. So this one is very fun. This game's actually pretty fun. It just takes forever to play. But you want to bash Balrog up there, and then you switch off to the ramps, and then you kind of repeat that pattern. So boom, Balrog done. Left or right ramp. Okay, make it the right, and the center. Boom. Boom, right ramp again, center. It's alright, no worries. Boom. Right ramp or left ramp again. And the other thing too is I'm not sure if you can get an add ball in this multi-ball or not. Last time I really played this game or tried to understand it was years and years and years ago. But center hit again. Ramp, about to be the center again. It's kind of funny, and this Lord of the Rings in particular, if you half ramp it, you're actually not likely to go down the middle. It's a lot more forgiving, which you don't always see. He is still in this multi-ball. So we're encroaching on 60 million here. He's sad because he could have had something really big there for a second. Yeah, there you go. He defeated it. That's what he wanted. He's like, really? I think he was going to laugh because he's like, I'm going to drain before I beat it. But he got it. So good old 5 million for that one. He's happy with that. Yeah, I would be too. And player 2. Who right now is Benito. I really hope I'm saying his name right. That's what I mean though, this game is a grind. Like, Austin's ball there was probably 10 minutes. I actually do remember the last time I played it, and it was in the wormhole, and I destroyed the ring, but it took, like, it was probably like a 30, 35 minute game. Oh, that sucks. I think he had Fellowship of the Ring lit. Could be wrong. No, I think he actually had it lit. I don't know if I've met this guy before. What's his name? Oh, so this is Phil. Okay, I'm not sure if I met this. I know so many Phils that play pinball. It's kind of funny. It's probably not coming back, is it? Nope. You know, I lied, apparently, because that did actually half ramp go down the middle. Hey, back up. Back up. Yeah. I did tell Becca that she's up. Austin's talking about his score. It's funny. He's like, oh, yeah, you have a hill to climb. All right. So Becca's up now. That's a lot of souls. She has 4,200, 4,700 already. She's got that quick multi-bullet and that scoop. She's also got a lock lit. So this is her start of a multi-ball. This is the 2 towers multi-ball for her. So that automatically probably put her in second. Yeah. I think. I could be wrong. I think she's the only other person that's over 10 million. Oh. 3x bonus. I'm not sure. I think bonus can get big in this game. I think it just takes a while because it really depends on how much progress you get done. There you go. That was a good cradle separation. She just decided to throw it at the right orbit. Another jackpot. That one came in from the back, but still gave it to her. Alright. No, that's fine. The ball went out the right. Oh. I think that's second place, though. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was. She would have had to have played a while to catch to Austin, but good game nonetheless. Let's see what their third game is. 'Cause, I'm thinking Austin might just follow them. I'm not sure if you can get the rig on Metallica, because that's their next game. The next game is Metallica. And then after that, Pirates of the Caribbean. They actually got a great set of games. I'm not going to lie. Diner, Lord of the Rings, Metallica, and Pirates of the Caribbean. I would have been super excited with that. She's giving me the disappointed look. It's kind of funny. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure Austin's going to try to get to Metallica. Yes, yes. Okay, cool. Sweet. Fun. Man, it's funny. Their rig has about a 6-inch clearance. Nope, not even. 3-inch clearance to their doorway. It's pretty funny. It needs to come out. Oh, wait. Oh, so they didn't start on Diner. They might have played Metallica first? I'm not sure. We're going to see some Diner, boys. I love Diner. Good old Ken's helping him out now. So I'm not sure if they started on Pirates or if they played... if they played Metallica to start. It's interesting. Or maybe they just said screw it and started on Lord of the Rings and they got caught behind a little bit. I'm not sure. I'm curious what the skill shot is in this game. It looks like she hit the 75. Maybe not. The playfield, or the score cam is pretty blurry, actually. Not gonna lie. Should tell Austin or Ken to adjust it at some point. No, actually, I think it just autofocused. It did. Perfect. You know, something else that their playfield Well, let's put it this way. The way their rig is set up, they have a lamp, a light that is pointed down at the side of the cabinet, and it kind of helps illuminate the playfield on that like middle side. It's actually kind of interesting. In fact, I think you can actually see it on the left. Anyhow, here comes Austin. So the goal here is to spell Diner and not do spin the cup. Doing the spin the cup is kind of pointless. I know you. What's going on?
Of course. Anyway, that's Jack Revenue. How you doing?
Doing good. I was just going to start talking about Diner here. Telling them that you initially want to start spelling off Diner and then avoid doing the cup, spinning the cup.
Just because of the fact you can just constantly farm that lock over and over.
Yep, it's lucrative. Austin won on Lord of the Rings. I'm not sure if they've played one game or if they've played multiple, but oh wow, it's a heck of a post.
Yep, just the sling just sent him packing on that one.
Okay, so they have extra balls on, so he can get a good 200,000 point. Or I guess is it? I forget. Okay, it counts. It still counts as ball one on the extra ball too, so it's 150. Kind of like Ken's setup here. It's kind of neat.
It really is rather unique.
Well,
with all the neon lights and everything.
Well, what I was talking about on the stream was, that's pretty fun. I was talking about on the stream is the way he actually has a streaming setup, because he's not just streaming to YouTube. He's streaming to, I think, 3 different platforms. He was trying to do Facebook, but he has it on YouTube and Twitch right now, and so you could see him together.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, this place is pretty awesome.
Yeah, very much so.
It's gonna be a pretty cool photo.
For sure.
I'm like kind of laid back though. But.
Anyway, going back onto the.
Oh, yeah.
Every moment we're trying to go on board to the game, something bad happens.
Yeah.
In that case, finding
so about the
line.
game, and then it's just like, yeah.
Yep. So here comes Rebecca. Gets a number 1. Nice. Particularly since this is ball 2 with that a skill shot multiplier building up.
We love the number 1.
Yep. Number 1.
That feed luckily did not kill her.
Yeah.
I know that feed. Ain't fun. Alright, so left ramp here, so I'm pretty sure 20,000. So how does he have his set up? Because I mean it's obviously hard to see with the playfield camera, but does Diner spell like already spelled even a little bit off the bat, or is it just?
It looks like, from what I can tell, you do have to hit it a few times. Oh shit, I'm up.
He said the S word. Oh, he accidentally hit one of the dials or one of the squares on the stream deck, which is kind of funny. We're gonna go to the game though. So Austin is up again. Okay, he just totally slid the game over. Works for him. So he's got Diner going. I think he actually went for the cup. I am surprised. Yeah, he's just throwing it at it. He said, all right. It's kind of funny. But I didn't realize, yeah, so here is... Okay, so that's from before. That's what he was telling me. He was telling me to kind of avoid those, which is interesting. So which one did he hit? I wonder. Oh, that was not this. That was from before. Okay, I see. It's interesting. So Ken basically has him set up for the day or days prior. All right.
So I think this has been Nito.
Yes, it is. Correct.
Currently in third. Doesn't need to do too much to catch up to first, assuming that we can see the multi-ball ongoing. But it looks like opting to go for some cash register shots.
Yeah, and those are very lucrative in this game. If you can eventually get that going, 10, 15 times over, it can be worth a lot.
Yep. Gets a
Wow. That was so fast, it was hard to react.
Which is really unfortunate because he had his diner lock lit.
Oh. Yeah, I saw that. I mean, that will be there when he gets back to his next ball. It's just, it would be nice to get it done and going in that same ball.
Okay, starting some more catches register.
So yeah, it's actually pretty much set to the hardest way it can be. So when you walk up on the ball, on ball 1, it's not spelled at all. You start off the spelling with D and then go all the way through.
I see.
Oh, I like that. He tried to ski pass into the lock. Oh, no.
But an eventual up through the in lane, up into the outline, which is an instant classic.
Yeah.
All right, so here's Becca. And seeing that number 1 once again. I think she has her lock lit. I can't really tell off the top of my head because I see it flashing.
No. You'd see it. No, because this would be lifted up, so there'd be a shadow under that ramp.
Okay. So it's just a little ghosting effect.
Yeah, it's part of the camera because they're LEDs.
Oh, shoot.
Up again? Alrighty. He just kind of throws his headset on there. Which is, I guess, fine, but just don't want to mess up any of the Ken's dials here. Alright. So, I'm going to boldly assume she has like 2, maybe 3 more shots on that left ramp before Diner gets going. You'll know as soon as she has the lock light because it'll say, spin the cup. Or stir the cup, sorry, stir the cup. And that diverter on the right ramp will swap over. So right now she doesn't have it. That's center reject. Austin is eyeing it down right now. Giving it a lot of thought, I think. He was watching the stream from behind me. Hey, you can see me on 2 cameras. Look at that. It's kind of funny. So Austin's walking up to this ball, already currently in the lead. Another number 1 it is, so it's 450,000 to his name. That feed was arguably worse. It went straight to the ceiling. Okay, there's his lock. So great thing about ball locking on the 3rd ball especially is you can, again, get the skill shot. So you can get another 450 here if he gets it. Boom, done, sold. So 2.3 million. Got a bonus multiplier. This game bonus can be really good. It actually can be. It just depends your progression through the game. Because if you get further and further, then your tip can be worth more, which is just the percentage of your overall score. Sometimes it can get up to like 9, maybe even 10%. And I mean, if you have 40 million, that's 4 million, 4.5 million. So it can actually be quite good. All right. So he's gonna stir the cup, which is a very interesting, I don't know, move, I suppose. Interesting decision. I for sure would not do that. Especially because his cup doesn't seem to be the one that stirs very well. I mean, I would get it if it stirred really well and he got like 1.2 million, maybe 1.5 million out of it. But that one in particular does not have that. All right, so he started his multi-ball. Got all the way around there. Got through the spinner and up and around. So the whole point of this when you have multi-ball going is you want to get 1 and 2. So there's 1, which is around that same spinner that he started it with, and 2, which is that right scoop there. It's flashing red. And depending on how you have the game set up, it's time-based, not a timer. So I'm pretty sure on this game, Ken has it set pretty medium, pretty like, I don't know, maybe 8-9 seconds. I'm not entirely sure because I haven't played it yet. But so you got another extra ball. It's really good actually because that extra ball can get him another 450,000 or really just about a $500,000 with bonus if he plays his cards right. So the reason why not going for the cup would have been good there is that once he hit that left ramp, he would have had his lock lit already. Diner would have been going and he would have been set, but that was not the case. So here's his extra ball. If he's going to take good advantage of it, get a $500,000 out of it. He's got 4.3 to start. Let's see. Yep. So 4.3, 4.8. Yeah, just about. Yeah, see, so he had a 4% tip, so now he's up to about 5 million.
How are you, Mr. Revenue?
Doing good. I was talking about how you were stirring the cup, which was kind of interesting.
Yeah, I was trying to strategize to raise the value as much as possible, but I guess it doesn't really matter when you don't actually cash in on the value.
Yeah, I kind of mentioned that. I was like, well, like, you know. This game's fun. I love this game.
I love this game.
You know, there's a lot of games where it takes a while to get stuff going. In this game, it's pretty easy.
Yep.
He's got his lock lit, so he can get a good $500,000 out of this if he gets the right plunge for it. Which I believe he... Okay, 300,000. That's still good. Gets him over $1 million.
The skill plunge on this particular diner...
Is it weird? What is it?
It's full plunge right when the 50 light blinks.
Oh, so that's the spring must be pretty good then.
Yeah.
Pretty new.
I've played some where you plunge it on 75,
Yep,
and I've
yep.
played some where it's like a full rotation, which is the strength of the spring.
Yeah. I think the pretty typical, like, almost maybe like even the stock number is like 75, but... So he's in multi-ball now, so like I said before, the way you want to play this is by getting 1 and 2 done, so you can get your ramps lit for 500K each. As you saw there, he did get the number 1, and the number 2 is flashing. I think it gave him like 10, maybe 12 seconds to hit it before it timed out. Some diners are different, like the one at Wormhole, it's usually like quite literally 4 or 5 seconds before it times out on you. So he also has his Stir the Cup now if he wants to go for it. Most diners don't have a good Stir the Cup. Like you'll get up there and it'll only give you 250,000, maybe $500,000 if you're lucky. kind of depends.
I think the most I've gotten on this one is $1 million. I think when I hit it earlier, I hit it kind of.
I don't know whose it was, but I played a diner where it went all the way through and it maxed out.
Wow.
And, like
That's
that
so
thing
rare.
was going. I mean, he must put lube like on
Yeah.
the center of the thing, which is kind of funny. It almost makes it actually worth it to shoot it.
Right. Earlier when I shot it, I really wasn't even aiming for it. I was trying to start multi-ball by hitting the far right shot.
Okay, I wondered that. I was like,
Yeah.
did he mean to do that?
No. Just not aiming well.
Must be pretty late.
Yeah.
So you got to lock in. So unfortunately, no good skill shot there. And he got 75,000, which is okay, but he could have had second already guaranteed. Well,
It's
no.
third guaranteed.
I mean third guarantee, but realistically, he's still kind of far behind. The other thing you just saw there too is the dine time value. So that comes after you get all the customers, and it's lit on that same spinner where you'd start the multi-ball, except that dine time value can be raised the more times you'll shoot that left ramp.
Right.
If you get through it enough, you can start jumping at $1 million per, and I think that maxes out at like, what, 12?
12 or 15. I
12.
forget exactly.
I think it's 12. I could be wrong, though. So multi-ball again. Again, it's just the whole sake of 1 and 2. So if you can shoot that same spinner, you'd want to go immediately for that right scoop. Yeah, it's hard to do. It's not always the easy, especially if that spinner shot's hard to get, or if that right orbit's hard to get, or that right saucer. I've played a diner where that spinner is super easy, and that right saucer is just impossible, or that right scoop's impossible.
So he only needs 100,000. If he can hit a grill bonus here, he's got. Oh,
You open your
jinxed him.
mouth.
I
You
jinxed
open your
him.
mouth.
He may have it in bonus.
But his tip,
Yeah.
if it's good enough, it needs to be about 4%, maybe 5. Yeah, no, it's
gonna
not
be
gonna
close.
No.
Wow.
Ugh. Also, I might have a question for you. Is that Jaws? That back glass is custom, is it not? I don't think that's the stock back glass.
I think it's.
Actually, I know it's not.
I know it's not the. Because it's the Jaws LE.
Oh, it's the LE. They
Yeah,
might have just
yeah,
different back glasses
yeah,
to begin
yeah.
with. You're probably right. I've seen so many pros this, and they probably just forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the LED probably does just have a different back glass. All right.
That was
So,
about less than 40,000 difference between second and third.
Another
there.
first for you, sir. So was that your second game, or
That was our second.
second game? Okay, so you did start on Lord of the Rings. So I wondered.
So it was me.
So now you have Metallica and what else? Pirates of the
Metallica
Caribbean.
and Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, that's right.
And Stern.
Stern. Ah,
So you were second, right? Okay. And then Phil third, Rebecca fourth.
That sounds right. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go move our streaming rig.
No worries. You going to Pirates or
I
Metallica?
think we're going to Pirates. I'll double check real quick.
Are you gonna be able to stream Metallica? I can't tell if you can fit in there.
Actually, we can't. Yeah. We
I
can't
wondered.
put Metallica.
Okay. Well, we'll just
We'll,
put it somewhere.
I'll find
else.
somewhere else to put it on. We're gonna go to Metallica.
All right. Cool. There you go, Austin. Austin putting down the mic nice and easy. I don't think I've seen this game before. Transporter the Rescue. It's not often you see games that you don't know. It's an older Bali. Kind of interesting. This score cam keeps getting bothered by this display on Diner. It keeps throwing it off. I can tell that Austin is like, where do I take this rig? I think he's got to put it on him. Which would be theater? Oh, please be theater of magic. Actually, it might be whitewater. Either one works to me. Both amazing. I actually kind of want it to be whitewater, I'm not going to lie. Can't tell you, if you've never been here before, I can't tell you how great these machines actually look. And I mean, I've played 3 of them, and I can already tell they're all probably pristine. Even these older ones, like this Spirit of 76 looks gorgeous. This Atlantis looks like perfect. It's kind of crazy. Sandra keeps seeing me talk about them, but it's just like, I don't know. Like this demo man, I've never seen a back glass on a demo man look so perfect, like so clean. It's a hard game to manage. All right, so he's gonna put us on whitewater. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. If you don't understand my love for whitewater, just know that this game is a game that I've played in a lot of playoffs. We'll just put it like that. Not that I haven't done that with theater, but theater's not as fun to commentate. I mean, it's fun, but a lot of people can kind of loop the left orbit over and over. On this game, you're kind of forced to do something else. It forces you to shoot every shot, and that's a game that I think is designed really well. Not just designed well. Let's say this: it's coded well. Its rule set is the way it should be, where it forces you to make every shot. All games should be like that. If it's very lucrative, it's not very fun. That's why games that have spinners that change where they should be, change where they're lit, also are great. Because you can't just shoot one spinner. You have to shoot both. At least if you want a good score, you do. Which is funny because in tournament people will still try to avoid it. They'll try to shoot one spinner and then literally wait for it to be lit again, and then they'll shoot it again. Because sometimes the other spinner might be either 1 deadly or 2 pretty much void, as in it's not good enough to make it worth your while. Also, I didn't realize it. I actually think he has a light on both sides of that rig. Yeah, I think he does. Crazy. All right, so Savannah, what do we got? 89 million. That's saying something for ball 1. I don't know how it plays, but So the reason why this game makes you shoot every shot is one, on the center playfield you'll see the yellow, rectangles. That is basically the raft going down the river, and because I mean it's whitewater rafting, right? So advancing the raft gives you 2 million plus, basically meaning it moves up in intervals of 2 million over and over and over. And you'll start off at 2 million, you'll jump to 4 to 6 to 8 to 10 to 12, and I think it's all the way up to about 18 or 16 or 18 before it basically caps it yourself at 20, and it gives you points for it. And so the thing is, the advanced raft shot always moves. It's always moving. It doesn't move from switch targets. It moves simply from once you advance it once, it'll move and shift itself to another shot. All right, so she got into the main multi-ball here. Biggest thing about multi-balls in this game is as soon as the balls get kicked out at the top, you want to just pray that you can get a jackpot going, because if you get one, well, technically if you get 2 or 3, the value that you get off the bat is what it stays at. So if she got 2 off the bat, she would have a value at 44 million for every single jackpot she would take. That's why some people like to try to stack it with the, I don't know if it's the 5x or the 10x, but one of these, I guess, I don't know if you could call it a mode, but I guess like a frenzy almost basically, has a playfield multiplier that's either 5 or 10x, and they like to play with it on the multi-ball and try to hit 3 in a row. Because it's like 66 million times 5 million for every single jackpot you get. It's a good way to get a multi-billion point score. I mean, that ball of hers was still great. I think she still got 3, maybe 4 jackpots in there. I mean, it was at single value, yeah, but I mean, think about it. She had 80 million and 3 jackpots. I mean, she could have had 3 times that for the same amount of shots she just took. Just kind of crazy. So that was the skill shot, typical. Hopefully that'll come back. Yep, that's good. Sometimes it's hard to tell where the advanced raft can be because you start getting things going. I think right now it's on that, I don't even know what you call it in this game, that center shot. I wouldn't necessarily call it a center ramp, but I guess that's technically what it is. It just feeds the left orbit. But other than that, you can hit that upper side ramp or side loop. This one right there. And you can get your whirlpool going. So yeah, it's actually just one of the whirlpool awards. That's what that 5x or 10x is. So he's got the typical starting point, which is the whirlpool value. Pretty sure on all whirlpools this is the standard, as long as you don't hit the pop-uppers. Usually, yeah. And I love the whirlpool because, man, it just goes.
Wait, did he just hit it? And
it did. He just hit it and it didn't count.
What?
I don't know why, but it didn't. We'll just see if that happens again. So there's the advanced raft. Like I was talking about, this game forces you to take all the shots. So I think that advanced raft is on the left orbit or left ramp now.
Mm-hmm. I'm not noticing. Oh, no.
Yeah, that was interesting. He should have gotten 5 extra million there.
For sure, for sure.
Let's see. So the advanced raft is either on that left orbit or left ramp. She's got another lock.
Nice.
Actually, just had the one, but that's fine.
Well, either way, making any
progress towards it's great.
Towards the multi-ball is nuts.
Mainly because those stand-ups in this game can be very deadly.
Oh, yeah. Very much so. Prime example of a high-risk, high-reward.
Mm-hmm.
So here's Les, has man overboard, needs either a shot on the left ramp or the left orbit to cash in to hurry up. Yeah.
Oh, that's smart. He let it drop.
There we go. Nope. A little bit too early.
Yeah, man overboard is actually pretty important if the scores aren't very high because it's a hurry up, and if you can get it right off the bat. See, right orbit apparently was lit, so he got 12 million out of that. That's fine. It's his ball too. So.
Yep, just ball 2. Currently in second.
He's shaking his head, and I don't blame him.
Overall, not too bad. Not too bad.
Could be better, but could be a lot worse.
Exactly.
I've seen worse. I know worse. So. Ooh, is Ken in this game? I did not know that.
Yep. And someone on the midst of all this, he's currently in third. Hasn't used his ball 2 yet, though, so knowing him, I would not be surprised if he starts popping off.
It's kind of funny. You can tell what's lit and what is just flashing. because the camera will just do like a single array over each of the LED lights, except on the ones that are flashing, it does it and an array. So you can see he's already got his 2 million point advanced raft, so his next one will be 4 million. He's got the left orbit lit, not flashing, I guess. I'm not sure how you find out which one's the advanced raft and which one isn't. Always kind of wondered how you figure that out.
From what I remember, advanced raft is just whatever the heck the last shot is for the flashing series of hazards, which in this case he's got to hit either the left ramp or the left orbit.
Yeah, and I'm not sure because I mean it always moves around. It forces you to shoot all the shots. So I'm just curious.
Right.
And actually, I don't even know if there's an order to them. Like if it's always going to be set to a certain shot.
Oh, I see what you mean.
I wonder that. I'm not sure though.
I think it depends on the setting, and in this case, it is consistent from what I've seen.
This is very interesting.
But in most other places, it'll start you off of a random shot for your first advanced raft, and then so on and so forth.
Is he intentionally trying to get in lanes?
Ooh.
I think he is. He's
He
intentionally
might
getting
be.
in lanes. RIV already through.
Interesting. 'cause
I've never seen this.
That does build up your hazard value, so I don't blame him for going for it.
I mean, it's the most safest thing on the planet.
Spirit.
Alright, just slam that headset like crazy. Sorry about that noise, people. I hate it just as much as you do. You can trust me on that. Here, let me take care of this, that's it. Alright. Really wish I knew which dial would mute that thing. Oh well. Alright, so something must have fell. He had to pull off the glass for it. Which is fine.
Ball didn't come out. Yeah, looks like that's the case, so he's working on getting one in.
Nice.
This is always the fun part.
There was a bot that got in the chat. It says cheap viewers at, some site that DDoS you.
Oh, yeah. Obvious 100%
steal
scam.
your IP. Love it.
Hey, JDF. Okay, right, this is Ken's place. But everybody gets the point. Dodge does like the flippin' plague. Anyway, here's Brian. Gets the whirlpool shot. I don't know if it counted. Okay, now it's got the whirlpool challenge. So I'd be curious to see if that shot starts registering properly. Okay, there's a hit.
There it goes.
Okay, it did
So
register.
before the diverter didn't change, it went up and over instead of going to the whirlpool. So it came to the ramp instead of going to the actual whirlpool. So there's his advanced raft. So there's a 4 million.
Nice, nice.
Which actually lit his left orbit. So that's probably where his advanced raft is now.
And it also looks like his left ramp.
He just staged. He just staged that.
Holy crap.
That's awesome.
That's insane.
I actually love that. I don't know how hard the staging is this game, but that's awesome. Some are easier than others, but he timed it, everything. So now he doesn't even have to worry about it. It just goes.
Just keep
So
hitting that over
11
and over.
million.
And there it
Or
is.
no, okay, I used that 9. But it's going to be 11.
Eventually.
Yeah. I'm not sure how this feed is. Is it up?
Relatively nasty.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, relatively horrible. We'll put it.
But he's able to get through at the very least and cash it in for another opportunity.
There's
Come
11
on,
if
let's
you can
see
get
it.
it. Boom.
There it is.
This is great. This is a great setup here. See, I wonder if you should try to drop catch it.
That's
Oh,
what
he almost tried to let it go through and then close the flipper on it.
Oh.
That's fine. He can get a grace. Oh, he tried. All right. I think he can still
if he's
get
quick
it.
enough.
He can still get it, yeah.
And
Yeah, he can.
nice.
Nope.
I gotta
Nope,
step
he
up for
laughed.
spirit.
He couldn't get it. That's tough. Oh, God, help my ears, please. Alright. I'm going to probably abort, play a game or two that I haven't seen yet in here. But, pretty sure Eric over here will take care of that. I'm just going to get off the mic for a second here. I will be back later.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Just got done with my fourth ball on Spirit of 76. Now I'm just waiting for my last one. Going back onto Brian's game. Currently has man overboard running. He just needs to hit the left orbit for it. Come on. Getting some good ramp millions every now and then, so that's good. But unfortunately, his man overboard is running down. And see if he can get it in. Finding a lot of trouble. Okay, here we go. Oh, just a little too early. Another shot. Probably last chance. And nope, doesn't get it. But does get a lock shot in for ball one. Let's see if he can get another one in. Currently sitting in a comfortable second with 53 mil. And, he saved. One thing I don't know if it's been mentioned before, but that bounce back line is actually out. So he did have his kickback, and that's what's allowing him to continue playing. Oh, that step. Yeah. As soon as I saw that little air bounce, I kind of figured it was going to be done for dinner for him. But overall, still sitting in second. Not too bad, not too bad. So now up is... Come on. Up is Savannah, who is sitting at a very comfortable first place with 169 mil.
Yeah, she is. I'm getting my clock cleaned on this game. You know why that's happening, right?
No, to be honest with you.
Because y'all put the streaming rig on this game.
Too much pressure. Oh, I got to finish up on Spirit of 76.
Put the streaming rig on the game, and all of a sudden, nothing. We're a little over to the side. Sorry about that. Darn it. Oh, man. That was just awful. Yep, so Savannah is definitely way in the lead here. I apologize for the angle on this game because this game's kind of in a cramped spot. She's got a couple 100 million, 250 million. Where's she at? 177. Les at 24. Nate casting. Who is casting 1573? Les playing catch up. Currently sitting in second. No, third. Sorry about that. Games is at a little bit of an angle, isn't it? He's got lock 2 lit.
Nah, I just think he needs one more completion, and there it is. Just
Oh,
manages to graze that left target, and now he's got multi-ball.
Jeez. Why'd y'all put the streaming rig on me for? Austin did that, didn't he? He did that to me on purpose. He didn't want me to have a really good week. I know why he did that. He did on purpose. He does little hateful things like that all the time. You'll figure that out when you have kids.
Gotcha.
They do that. They do things like that to you. Kids are really good for one thing. You know what that is? It's for picking out your nursing home when you get old. That's what they're for.
Goodness gracious.
That's what they're for. So it doesn't matter where you have 1 or 10. One can pick out your nursing home just as good as 10 can. That's what a friend of mine always told me.
Nice. Anyway, Len is able to cash in on one jackpot. I think he just got another. Wait, no, that was a whirlpool shot. And there's another.
Let me go deal with it with a technical glitch.
meantime, Les still going strong with his multi-ball. Takes one shot, unfortunately hits the whirlpool. Here's another. Oh, just a little too early. And don't know if the other ball kicked out for him, but it looks like he's down to 2. Oh, just missed that one. That was a really quick one. But here's another shot. There it is. And another. There. Oh, hits the whirlpool on that one. Overall, having a really strong multi-ball. Oh. And as a result, now he's sitting in second with 90 mil. And there's another jackpot. Put him in at 107. Still got a bit of work to do. North to catch up to Savannah. There's another shot for no way out. Currently at 2 mil per hazard, which is really strong. And another whitewater jackpot. We are probably seeing one of the best multi-balls. Well, without the 5x playfield, unfortunately. But still, you do not. Les should not be complaining about the overall performance of this particular multi-ball. Currently sitting at 158, and another. It's 177. Oh, just a few hundred thousand to go in order to catch up to Savannah. And there's the advanced graph. He's officially caught up to Savannah. Now he has taken first. And he still has his multi-ball running with another jackpot shot. He is just hitting these jackpots left and right. More and more. And he just continued, and there was another one. And he's just nailing these like a true marksman. Currently sitting on 246 million. But unfortunately, that is the end. But still a really strong performance for Les here. Back to single ball play, and oh no! An unfortunate shot finds him with some trouble in the pop bumpers, and then an eventual straight down the, well, not exactly straight down the middle, but an unfortunate trajectory right into the center drain. Put him in at 257 million, overall first for now. So coming up next is Ken, but this might be for a little bit, so he's got to deal with the technical issue currently ongoing for Medieval Madness, so it might be a bit before he comes back. And here he comes. So Ken's got a lot of work to do in order to catch up and hit first. So here he comes. This is always the fun part, getting that plunge just right. And he gets it, finally. Currently has 2 locks lit, gets 1 cashed in. Just needs to get more and more, especially if once that has a chance to catch up to Les. Now, unfortunately, he is going to need one more set of stand-up targets for the lock in order to complete his multi-ball. So he's going to have to brave a little bit of trouble in order to accomplish that, especially since stand-up targets plus 90s era machine usually equals death. So, yeah. Once again, just trying to get that plunge just right. There it is. Whirlpool is lit. Oh, it's just going to go straight for the locks. And there's a completion of the lock targets. Now he just needs to get the shot in. A little bit of trouble. Finds himself in the pop bumpers. This might be a little bit troublesome. Thankfully survives the feed. Just needs to get it under control. Gets a series of the bounce back targets for a hazard spot, but just needs to get that shot into the lock, and there it is. Finally. So Ken just needs a very explosive multi-ball, as we saw with Les. There's 1 jackpot. And another. Oh no, that was a whirlpool shot. And unfortunately not able to cash in on on shot number 3 for his multi up to Les. Which we all know the plummet. But in this case, particularly since with the current situation, with less than over 257 million, he's gonna need to have a good one. Especially since now that his multi-ball is done for. He does have 1 lock lit, which is pretty impressive. Because after you cash in on your first multi-ball, now you're going to hit the drop targets twice per set in order to line up your next lock. So Ken may actually be taking a gamble and start going for more locks, which I don't blame him for, considering the current position that he's in. So now he just needs a good plunge. May take a little bit because you want to get it just right. This is always one of the minorly frustrating things about Whitewater. Gets a whirlpool shot for an advanced raft. Now let's see where he's at. Ooh. Oh, didn't give it to him. Oh no. But he's able to survive the feed, and he's gonna go for locks. Oh, interesting. See if he takes it on the whirl. Takes in on the waterfall shot, the light whirlpool. Unfortunately, didn't go quite according to plan. Gets one stand-up target hit in on the right. Gets a completion. Has the second lock lit. Oh, unfortunately, find himself with some trouble with the left out lane. But overall, a good attempt from Ken. But at last, it's only enough to put him in third. Darn. So now it's going to be up to Brian in order to finish it up. Interesting. Just going straight for the waterfall shot. So he took a validation plunge on that first one because he didn't get a shot at the waterfall. Unfortunately for Brian, he was able to get a few attempts, but each one resulted in a miss. A little bit of trouble with the slings. Finally able to get under control of the left. Has his locks lit, so he just needs to hit the water, or hit the big foot, or the no way out shot. That's what it's called. Get the words right. Gets one lock in. Actually, 2 locks in, my bad. So he just needs one more in order to start his multi-ball. And once again, he wants to get that plunge just right. Just right. Yep, takes a shot of the waterfall. Unfortunately, a miss. And now we just need to see no way out. A little bit of trouble. A little bit of trouble. Able to get it under there, and there it is. Now, once again, let's see what Brian can do with his particular multi-ball. Needs a lot of jackpots in order to catch up to Les. Gets one in though. Doesn't take the second shot. Oh no. Nor the third one as well. Huh. Shoot. But he does have it. And unfortunately takes a drain and a double drain. That was rather unfortunate for Mr. Brian. Able to cash in on a few hazards, though. Does have Whirlpool lit. Let's see if he takes a shot. A little too early, though. Takes a shot at the left orbit. Unfortunately, too early as... Just didn't go quite according to plan. Found himself in trouble with the bumpers, and then, once again, an unfortunate trajectory puts him in fourth at 97 million. Normally an okay score for Whitewater, but at last... in this particular case, it's not enough. Overall, a very good showing from this group. With Les taking first, Savannah taking second, Ken taking third, and Brian taking fourth. So I believe this is the last game of this particular group. So, well, that's pretty much it for tonight. Unless Ken's got anything else to say. So it looks like there's actually one more game ongoing for one other group on Pirates of the Caribbean. With Austin having a pretty explosive ball so far. But unfortunately, I can't really tell what the scores are for the rest of the players. So yeah, it looks like Ken's going to try to get the rig set up on that game once they get a moment. Assuming we even get that moment, because Austin is continuously exploding over in that game. In the meantime, of course, feel free to place any questions within the group chat. because this, once again, might be a little bit. We also have one other game going on Jaws. With Tim as player 3, currently in the lead with 119 million. Can't really tell who the other players are at the current moment. Let me go ahead and get that pulled up, or if he happens to has it on his setup. I don't think he does. No, it doesn't look like it. Darn. Let's see if I can pull that up. Oh. We're done. Gotcha. Okay. Well, as Candace just tuned in, he's informed us that we are officially done with matches. So, with all that in mind, thank y'all for watching. This is Eric Anderson, signing off.